What is going on, people? Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal FC. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Look, guys, I said last week, let's get this league season over and done with. But it turns out my club just want to keep embarrassing me. I've had a sick Saturday watching football. I was sick of it all. And then Sunday, the sun came out, dried up all the rain, and Sunday was probably one of my favorite days watching football in the entirety of 2026. I loved every single second of it, people, and I can't wait to discuss.
I'm joined by David, an Arsenal fan.
Arsenal just ruined my weekend again. Thank you. I appreciate it, honestly.
I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
Oh man, I've got nothing to say, man.
You should speak.
Yeah, you know when somebody disappoints you so many times, it's like, what more can I do with it? Whatever, man. Whatever.
And I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The road to fifth continues, but once again, we have to ask Stuart Atwell, what game are you watching? Because the game I was watching had a lot of nonsense in it, but we will discuss.
We will discuss indeed. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of it all, make sure you smash a like on the video and make sure you leave your comments in the comment section where we can read some out. Do any of you guys, I don't know if it's even safe to do so or whatever, but like any surprise or highlight of the week you guys had before we get into it?
There's no 3-point collectors this weekend, bro.
No.
Wow. No cup collectors, no nothing.
No cup, nothing.
Is that the first time on the podcast that none of us have won on a weekend? Like nobody won.
Yeah,
That's
it looks
up
like
there,
for a
isn't
long
Who
time.
won?
For a while.
That's to the Villa. It's not the first time.
It's been a while though. Everyone has nothing to be cheerful about.
Yeah. Quite a somber weekend, wasn't it? To be fair. Oscar, is there anything in the comments or should we get straight into the first course?
There's quite
of
a lot of
action?
comments. Shout out to Balotelli's only premises. He says, City.
I feel like that's the first time he's commented in a very long time.
I know. I ain't seen him in a long time, but he's happy. Shout out David. He says, big up Top 4 podcast. Hope everyone had a blessed weekend. He got 6. I hope that's not 601 points. I'm assuming that's 61 points on FPL. What did you guys get? And then he's asked about goal of the season. I think we'll do goal of the season at the end of the season. But FPL, did anyone have a good weekend?
I done the free hit this weekend. I got 47
I
points.
did the free hit. I got 62, I think. I haven't checked.
Yeah.
Oh, done, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't do
Yeah,
nothing.
47. Captain the wrong
Well
Don though.
done. Nat says, free up Robin from the jailhouse.
I am not in the jailhouse. Can go well.
He also says, Setman are playing max 5 games a month, but talk wicked today. It is well. Oh, we know who he's talking about there.
Wow.
And the last thing he said is, do you know ball? Question 1. Who's the youngest UCL scorer in history? Does anyone know that?
The youngest UCL scorer in history.
Is it my man from Bayern? Is it Carl?
Leonard Carl.
Leonard Carl.
Leonard Carl.
I reckon it's younger.
I reckon it's probably Says Fabregas?
I'll give it a rest.
It's not for everything, isn't it? He's the first one to walk on the moon, says Fabregas.
Yeah. Maybe a Michael Owen. There's some potential.
It's got to be a Fugazi. It's got to be a Fugazi done. It's got to be someone that's
like Odegaard or someone. Maybe Odegaard or someone else.
Oh, I've just Googled it and I know who it is. I feel like you could guess this.
So it's none of the people we've mentioned.
Yeah,
Is it recent?
It's recent.
Oh, it's
Lamine
recent.
Yamal.
It's not Lamine Yamal. But you're very close.
Nico Williams?
Nah, you've gone too far. Come back.
Okay.
U-turn.
Come back, yeah.
So what? Spanish Barcelona.
Yes.
Pedri?
Okay.
No, it's not Pedri.
No, it's not Pedri, mate.
David, why did you Google it?
I couldn't be asked.
Fair enough.
So it's got to be like...
Who's
I don't
Pedri's
know.
pal?
So just to
Gavi?
give you the... somebody said Yamal earlier. Yamal's early Champions League goal was 17 years and 68 days, but the person in 2019 scored 17 years and 40.
I saw this actually. I saw the video.
Oh, Ansu Fati.
Ansu Fati. Yeah. At Monaco. I saw a video of that the other day.
Wow.
Well, he wasn't at Monaco, but fair enough.
No, I'm saying, I mean, he's at Monaco now, but I'm talking about his fall from grace. They're like, yeah, the youngest scorer in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Brighton and Monaco. Oh, man.
And also, in fairness to Peter, Cesc Fabregas did have that record for a while. So Fabregas had the youngest in 2004, and it wasn't until it was broken by Mateo Kovacic in 2011. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kovacic was playing in 2011.
Yeah, he scored for Dynamo Zagreb.
Wow.
Wow. Where is he now, by the way?
Oh, wait.
See.
Nat is telling me I'm wrong. Oh, do you know what? Sorry, guys. My stats are from December the 8th. Has there been a new one?
Coco.
I'm guessing he was a young starlet for sure at Dortmund.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
You need to get a magnifying glass out on him. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. Oh, I've scoured. I just thought I'd leave it there. And his career hasn't really taken off, so it's almost like not worthy of even looking.
Wait, he scored like 7 goals a season in the academy, and then all of a sudden,
bro, in Football Manager, I don't know what year it was, but he bagged.
He's not on the list. When was this?
This would have been like 21, 22 time, maybe.
He's not on the list. That's not true. According to you, I'm on UEFA.com. He's not on the list, bro.
Has he scored a Champions League goal? Is the first question.
He made his appearance when he was 16, but he's not on the list of younger scorers.
Yeah, I might even.
And the list I've got in front of me has all the way up until the latest person on here is Dastan Statpayev when he scored in November 2025. So he's just he's third. He's third on the list.
Hey, Oscar, one of yours?
I think so. He might be.
Yeah, you got a Kazakhstan youth, pretty sure.
Yeah, we do have a Kazakhstan youth. Nat, I don't know, man. Yeah, he said appearance maker. So yeah, you gave us the question and you flopped your own question. You're a sick guy.
He's not scored a European goal for Dortmund.
He hasn't scored. So just to go back, the question does say youngest UCL goal scorer, not appearance maker.
Anything else, Oscar, before we get on?
No more from Nat, especially after that howler.
After that howler, you want to speak about howlers? Let's talk about Arsenal's performance
Let's
in the Carabao
go!
Cup final.
Let's go.
Arsenal 0, Manchester City 2. Manchester City have claimed the first trophy in 2026 to the hands of Pep Guardiola and the Man City boys. David, I was at Wembley. I was there live and direct.
Made it to the big screen.
Oh, mate. Yeah, if there was a highlight this week, it would probably be that was probably the best day of my career. But let's talk about the football first. Yeah, David, man, we had a shocker of a final.
We wet the bed, man. We wet
it
strong. Like obviously, the first 20 minutes, obviously we started off well. Havertz had his couple chances with Saka follow up. After that, we didn't really threaten from corners. The set piece taking weren't the greatest, and then from minute 20, City just dominated. It's one of those when when you're watching a game, yeah, and you're seeing where City can hurt you, but they're not hurting you.
Yeah,
but Arsenal were not doing nothing. There is nothing, no passes, no passage of play. It was just long ball, bruv. And see if Gyökeres, like from both the strikers, Gyökeres and Haaland were just fighting the centre backs, so they were out the game. So it was up to the midfield to try and do something. And Semenya had Nkapie on skates.
Careful.
Oh, he did, bruv. Hey,
the Arsenal fans will flog you like what they did Righty.
Mate, Semenyo had Nkapie on skates. Doku, Ben White done well with him. He didn't really do nothing too tough. Zubimendi and Rice really didn't control the midfield.
Yeah,
they were just there. Havertz, as I said, he's not a number 10. What his role was in the game, only God knows. Gyökeres was taking out the game. Trossard didn't do anything. I don't see what he was doing. Saka got on the ball, but really didn't do much. And so, listen, it was coming, and then obviously we've gone in halftime. All right, cool. City have dominated the game. All right, you're thinking, cool. Come out second half, let's go. We did not come out of first game. It was like we parked the bus, and City were just pressing us. Kepa holding onto the ball for bare time. Didn't know where to pass it to. It was just, all the momentum was just sitting. And then obviously the mistake happened. And, 2-goal. Then we concede again. We're about to make the sub, and then we concede again. And it's just like, that's game done. We weren't going to create any chances. From that point, I knew, this game's lost, mate. I know we hit the bar and the post, but apart from that, really, what more? I ain't got no excuse for you. All I would say, as I told Peter when we were at the funeral, medical team needs to be fired. What the hell happened? And it comes and bites you, because now we got chemistry. Eze is flowing. Next minute, man's out for no reason given. My man's is in the stands, and it's cost us. Not saying it's an excuse, but the whole plan's gone out. Our normal game plan's out the window, and now we have to play different. And
man. I'll be honest, man. I just felt embarrassed, man. I just felt embarrassed by the end of it. Like the first half, I think, as you said, like I think football is a tale of two. It's like a coin, innit? In a game, you're gonna have momentum one side, and it's gonna flip to the other side. And I thought that's what the first half kind of looked like. It looked like we started off strong, and I think it's almost like my mantra for Champions League matches. In a final, two things you have to live by: take your chances, don't make any mistakes. We didn't take our chance. I mean, Havertz's miss in the 6th minute, I thought, was so bad. It was really, really poor. It was a weak attempt at a finish. And a lot of his play was very languid, he was sort of waiting for things to come or waiting for things to happen with it. Took his time. There were some challenges that were made in the game. And on one hand, great challenges from especially Kusanov, for example. But on the other hand, I looked at Havertz mate, you gotta have more intention, more quickness, more readiness. I don't think our boys turned up for the final. In all honesty, I think the tactics in the first half were two top coaches who we were playing chess. Really, we'll see who can deliver the first dagger. And sure, the last 10 minutes of the first half, City, I think, were heavily on us. What was said in the dressing rooms for both dressing rooms from both managers, I need to listen to, because on one hand, we come out and we were asleep, right? Under the cosh, absolutely nothing. We were under the cosh by City. They were squeezed. Wembley, you know how it is. One end is City, one end was Arsenal, right? In the first half, I saw a bit of action coming down my side, and a bit of action was down the further end. In the second half, bro, I didn't see action come down my side until the 75th minute, maybe. The ball was just over there. And at Wembley, you try and look at the opposition or try and watch a football match when the ball's in the other box. It's the longest distance ever. It was a long day, and the time just kept ticking. The time just kept going. And it was like, okay, but the way that the first 10 minutes of the second half, I saw City have us under the cosh. And then the City fans started to sing, because Arsenal fans were really on it pre-match. They were really, really loud, passionate. And at the beginning of the game, as City started to get more of a foothold, obviously that kind of calmed down. That kind of quietened down a bit. But the second half, the City fans then started to chant because they knew something was coming. And as soon as I was saying to Michael, I was like, as soon as the City fans are feeling something, bang, we have the first mistake from Kepa. Kepa's mistake crushed our spirit completely. Completely. We were not going to score goals, really, but that crushed us. That completely finished us.
I think the second is the man. Yeah, and then we conceded another one.
The second one is just like poor marking. And don't get me wrong, O'Reilly is not, I don't know him to be one that's like a danger in the penalty area, personally. Maybe you guys do. I haven't watched maybe City that much in depth, but if you said why is nobody looking at O'Reilly, I wouldn't have been that surprised. I wouldn't be like, yeah, somebody should be marking him. He's had 2 bites of the cherry. Havertz, have a look. You know what I mean? Because he that's how you take your chance. When you get that chance in the final, you're not going to get many. And then when Nketiah is on a yellow card early doors, and that completely handicapped him completely, because he couldn't be the same Nketiah, because he's all about aggression and going through you basically, and he couldn't do that when he's on a yellow card already. So bring on Calafiori earlier, because guess what? When Calafiori comes on, we get a bit of a bite in attack. We get a bit of something from him. Havertz, unfortunately, with the Ezra of it all, where on earth that came from that he wasn't in the squad. I was doing the starting 11, announcing it at Wembley, and I was like, wait, there's no Ezra in the squad. And it dawned on me after I'd finished it basically. So I'm doing all these players, and I'm like, I've got to number 56 Max Dowman, and I'm like, wait, hang on a minute, I've just clocked. Like, Ezra's not on the squad. What happened there? He's doing all the press run this week. He did everything. So we had no creativity at all, and unfortunately, Havertz in that position didn't offer us any creativity at all. I was saying to Michael that Gyökeres was having a cardio session, because I felt sorry for the guy. All he did was chase every ball. Nothing was played to him. He just went chasing, heading. Saliba, I thought, was fantastic against Haaland. I thought he was fantastic. That was a great battle. I watched 2 people at the highest level going toe to toe, and I thought this is exceptional. We're watching the best of the world up front. We're watching the best in the centre half position. This was unbelievable. They were fighting each other, and it was a good dogged fight. I thought the referee was awful. I thought he had an absolute shocker, because there were some moments where in the game, like when we're getting our yellow cards as early as we were getting them, and what City weren't getting, I saw a player actually wrestle someone to the floor and got nothing.
I think Bernardo Silva should have got a yellow early doors as well.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
I think Kuznetsov got one. I think he got one early, didn't he?
Kuznetsov, I think, got one. Yeah, he got one early, but I don't think he was the main issues in terms of challenges. It was more the other players that were around. And I just love that Ben White, when Shirky's given the kick-ups on the side, I love that Ben White went and took him out, because it was the only bit of fight, really. Him and Saliba were the only 2 players that can hold themselves in this game. They were the only 2.
I would say defensively, I don't have any complaints, but it's one of those games, like earlier in the season where I've been complaining about our style of play, and there's only so much the defense can do.
Yeah.
And our attack just let us down. And so
I have a question.
Definitely the attack. Yeah, definitely the attack.
From my perspective, I think Arsenal were a bit too defensive. Like, I think they went ultra defensive, especially from second half onwards until.
I think it was good City, Robin. I genuinely think that they put some of them. I don't think that was by design. I think City battered us.
I think
City battered us.
From the last 10 minutes of the first half, they knew, all right, Guardiola said, all right, these men are not on it, bruv. He went for the kill.
He went for the kill.
Push up. Kuznetsov, I know you got the pace. Keeper can't play it long from the back.
By the way, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. Because
I'm just looking for my
David's point there. Not one City player was in my half. Not one in the game in the second half,
because he knew they can't play through us.
I forgot about that. Yeah, they were so high up, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
I was watching it. I was like, right, Arsenal keep in shape. Arsenal stuff. I get City all in the half, but I just felt like you guys sat back a bit too much, and that's why I allowed City to get. That's how I felt watching it.
There was no one to midfield. We had no one to midfield for us. Basically,
no, I agree.
It's interesting. It's very interesting, Robin's take, because he sees it from a hand of like Arsenal retracted, but I think City pushed us there. I feel like City just said, "You're gonna stay here. We're gonna camp, set up tents because you're going nowhere."
Look how long Kepa was holding the ball for like 40 seconds.
Yeah. Sometimes he's just rolling the ball on his foot.
Rolling the ball is like, where do I hold the ball? Can somebody
offer? Yeah, can somebody offer themselves?
I think watching back Semenyo's interview at the end of the game, he said that they asked him if he was nervous, and he said no, he wasn't nervous because they had a game plan. And he said as long as we stuck to that game plan, we knew we were going to win today. And I think a big part of that was them just sitting off and not pressing you. So therefore your centre backs and your keeper didn't know where to play that ball into the middle. And I saw someone say on Twitter today that part of the reason Arsenal couldn't bypass that was because your midfielders just aren't set up to collect the ball. Like like if they just punched a pass through the line, because City had a line of the four attackers that would just stand off your centre backs, and just the ball kept going between the back five for Arsenal a lot of the time. So there wasn't the space to punch it through. So I think it's interesting. It seems like it was Pep versus Arteta, and Pep just out strategized him on this occasion.
Pep's tactics were spot on. They were just bang on. I think at the same breath, and I'd probably give 60%, 70% to the reason for that win was Pep's tactics were bang on. However, we did not show up for the fight.
Do you think your lineup was wrong? Because that's the other big thing a lot of people saying.
I don't have any issue with the lineup.
With what we had. You take out Eze, no Odegaard. I mean, that's our best 11, isn't it? But
the thing what I find very interesting is how is on the left wing. It's like it's like there's an argument or a debate for who can be the worst left winger this week. It just feels like that's the competition.
The black hole.
Honestly, like, because I love Trossard to bits, I do, but he's sensational when he comes off the bench. He's poor when he starts, and then Martinelli's the same. He's poor when he starts, but when he comes off the bench, sensational. Madueke, who's been probably our best winger over the last month or so, doesn't get a start in a League Cup final. And I would argue argue that you would move him, like if you maybe move Saka in the middle, because you know what? Let's just call it what it is, David. Let's call it what it is. Saka needs to be dropped. He just needs to be dropped.
As I said,
at the end of the day, and there might be that 300k curse coming again to haunt us, because why is it since that signing of that contract? On one hand, because listen, I've got sympathy for him as well. He had a surgery this year, didn't he? This season, he's had surgery, and he's been playing like a goat for the last, in terms of tirelessly. He's been working hard.
I worked that boy to the bone. Literally worked him to the bone.
I won't lie to you, yeah. One criticism I have of Arteta. We may go and win the league, yes. He has not developed Saka further. You know, like when Wenger came in, you can see, okay, this one's in.
But what do you mean by that?
He's not kicked on. There's too many men that have like surpassed him. I feel like he's not talked about as, yes, he's Arsenal's best player, but like in terms of like world class, his tactics.
I would say prior to this season, he was though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Whatever he's done, I know we've improved the team, but not at the you've sacrificed Saka's game to collectively. It's not. There's someone you build.
Do you know what I think Saka's done? I think he's torn his hammy clean off the bone. Like he's not like physically, he's not just at the same level. Like it's lost just that half yard of pace, and I think along with that, it's the confidence as well. Because even though Saka's never necessarily been the fastest player, he's always been relentless in taking players on. Give Saka the ball time and time again, and even if he doesn't necessarily beat the person, he's created so much of separation where he can actually pass it to someone in a more threatening position. But I actually think I think you're right in our tail point in the sense that he's run him to the ground, but I think the Saka that we're seeing now, I think he's a guy that maybe needs rest more than anything. When was the last time Saka just had time off? Okay, I know he was injured, but he plays 90 minutes every week. But why the hell did he come on against Mansfield? Why does he even know where Mansfield is in the country? Why?
It's a good question. I think there's.
Why did he go to Mansfield?
That's there is that. I mean, throughout the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, like at Port Vale, like these guys came on off the bench. Gabriel and them lot were coming on, and it was just like, why are they playing? You know what I mean? And I've seen now with our internationals, I see that they've all dropped out of it.
They're all injured. They're all injured.
They're all done. Like they're all cooked. And don't get me wrong. Like, look, here's the thing. Yeah, like at the end of the day, I blame my number one sole blaming is definitely on the players not turning up. Guardiola out tacticked us exquisitely because for Man City's sake, they might look at it as, look, guys, this is our only hope of trophy this year,
Yeah.
right? And so Guardiola probably for the last week, I don't know, do we have midweek football? I think we did have midweek.
Yeah,
football
Champions
last
League,
week.
mate.
Okay,
Champions League.
so they get turned over by Real Madrid, yeah, and he's there thinking, right, from Thursday or whenever their game was, yeah, from the night of, right, he's turned around and said, listen, I'm gonna go into my Super Saiyan encyclopedia and pull out a sheet and see what tactic can I use for this. And he went, bro, this guy did his homework. Guardiola didn't sleep for 3 days. He did his homework.
I got pushback on that, though. Yeah,
go for it.
You look at our starting 11. Yeah, what does Havertz? What is he good at? No, seriously, think about it. What is Havertz good at?
Funny the way you said it. It just
I said running and making himself a nuisance.
I've been trying to figure it out since 2020.
No, he's a handful. He's a handful up front.
No. You said it now. I've already got Jokeris doing that role. On that
I
day,
want you to create now. Yeah, right.
I need someone to now create. You're the one. Because Rice and Zubimendi is not. I wouldn't say Rice is more.
But this was their day to step up, David. At the end of the day, like I'm looking at Saka, I'm looking at Havertz, I'm looking at Rice, I'm looking at Trossard. They are supposed to create those chances for us.
But this is what I'm saying. That is not their strong point.
Bro,
you're asking them to do something that they naturally don't do.
Saka and Trossard, that is one of their bread and butter things.
That's from the wing. That's from the wing. I'm saying in the middle of the park. We didn't have anyone to do that.
The tactic of the day doesn't have to be through the middle. You know, like there's some teams, you know, like in Football Manager, you can choose, do you want to play through the middle or do you want to play out to the wing? So if you've got no attacking midfielder or creative midfielder rather, then it's a case of all right, cool. We need to make, because that's the thing, yeah. I don't remember Trossard and Saka receiving the ball often, so the tactic wasn't even to go out wide.
They couldn't get the ball to them, innit?
They need to, but no, that's the job. Like Rice and Zubimendi know how to pass a ball to Saka and Trossard.
Yesterday they couldn't.
They didn't do a damn thing. Yeah. But I think I don't think it's because they can't do it. It's because they did not turn up.
They don't. Yeah, they don't want. Guys, I can't lie. I've got a bone. I've got a bone to pick with Martin Zubimendi.
Interesting. Go on.
Because when I look at Declan, me and Ernest kind of had like a debate in the group, right, about whether or not Declan Rice is £100 million midfielder, and you can have your own opinions on that. But when I look at Declan Rice, even though he's got his limitations, I know how he influences this Arsenal side. His stamp, his hand on this Arsenal side, right? Now, aside from all the intangibles and his leadership and what have you, you know, it's the element of the set pieces, right? Is his physicality. He literally bursts through the team, bursts through midfields, right? He's a dual winning machine. He's a monster. So then there was a time I've seen him dropping deep to collect the ball off the centre half. And I'm sitting there thinking, hang on a minute.
That's not your game, bro.
Bro, what is he meant to do? Everything in that midfield? Wow. Zubimendi, what's banging with you, bro? Because you know what? I'll be honest, I don't quite get it with him. I genuinely don't quite get it. Like, he doesn't get on it, he doesn't punch it through the lines. Like, don't get me wrong, like all of these terms like metronome, and he keeps it ticking. That's all nice and dandy. But as David has been screaming, because David, your issue is number 10, right?
Yeah.
I'll go one further, and this is the point. This is probably one of the best points ever made in this on this podcast. And this has made it like 10 years ago. In order to provide assists, I need a level of provision. So the ball was the ball even finding Havertz? Was the ball even finding Saka? Was the ball even finding Trossard? What is Martin Zubimendi's role in this Arsenal side? What's he doing?
Do you know
What's he meant to be doing?
Do you know what, AD? I think he reminds me of what Gravenberch did last year. First half of the season, I thought Gravenberch was exceptional, and everybody would say he was the best defensive midfielder in the league, if not in the world. Second half, it kind of petered out, and we didn't quite understand what was going on with Gravenberch. Now, maybe because I don't know how old is he? Is he 21 still? How old is that guy?
He's older. 2002.
Okay. He's older.
It's going to be 24 this year. It's going to be 24 this year.
Was it his first year last year? Was it his second year?
Third.
Oh, good grief,
yeah,
third.
3, yeah.
Maybe
Lucky
maybe
was
was,
third,
was
yeah.
he injured for a time or something? Why don't I remember seeing him?
No, he just had a slow start, like under Klopp.
Okay.
Under Klopp, he had a slow start, and then
Yeah. So what I noticed
yeah,
with
last season was his
Zubimendi,
second. I think. I don't know. To be honest.
Zubimendi was probably like our best signing the first half of the season. Like I just thought he was just brilliant in the midfield, and it was like it was a seamless transition from Partey, Jorginho to him. It just seemed seamless. Like we didn't miss a beat. Now I don't know whether it's a case of there's a few mistakes in there. There's a bit more. There's a lack of there's a lack of sort of impetus with him, and whether or not he's just knackered as well from the rest of this from the season he's had. He's played every minute of every game. You know, he's one of them that's forever present. Because the truth of the matter is, how often have you guys seen Christian Norgard this year? I don't think you have.
You can see him once in the league, maybe
once or twice, and there's your worry there. Even when Declan Rice is semi-injured, Rice plays 90 minutes now. There's footage of like Rice coming down the stairs from the Wembley stand.
He was,
right? And it looked like wincy. You know what I mean?
He was walking gingerly.
Yeah, but he does that. It's like him and Saka. They do that every match. You know what I mean? Every match they walk off like they're. Everyone knows about the Saka limp at full time.
Marathon, mate.
Everyone knows about the Saka limp.
I've always had sympathy for the Saka limp because whenever I play football, it's the same thing. Because I'm walking off that field. I'm walking off that field like I've just gone 90 minutes with Brock Lesnar.
Do you know what it is, yeah?
But, David, I play football once every 6 months. These guys play every day. So I think that's a worry point because it's not happening to most players.
And that's what I'm saying. This guy has carried us since 19. And he's going to catch up with us. With us.
How old is he now?
24?
Sure, 24, 25?
So
he's going to be 25 in September.
So he's done
Saka, guys.
five
Saka
solid
being
6
24
years.
is insane.
He's mate. Remember from left back, he was carrying us, bruv.
He was playing football for 6
Emery.
years at top level.
Yeah. Under Emery, mate.
And we kind of pushed him to the front. You know what I mean? We pushed him to the front to lead the pack early doors. I remember
after Aubameyang, I knew them lot have dipped.
Like when you think when him and Smith Rowe were talking about that North London derby before the North London derby, right? And they both score in the game. Like there's a Pickneys carrying Arsenal when we've got like Xhaka there, we've got Partey there, we've got grown men there. You know what I'm saying? The mind boggles. The mind boggles. But yeah, at the end of the day, hat off to City. They deserve the win. They absolutely battered us. They outworked us. They out-tacticked us. They did everything. They showed up for the final. We didn't. And yeah, we lick your wounds, Arsenal, and learn because now is thankfully it's this cup competition that we've seen a beating. I don't think we've been beaten like that this season. Or I can't remember the last time we got beat like that. I can't remember.
I
genuinely can't remember.
About 2 goals.
Maybe PSG.
PSG, yeah. PSG, whole man.
PSG, the thing with PSG, though, we had chances to equalize. We had chances, big chances, and Donnarumma, outstanding saves. Outstanding saves. So we had moments in that game. This game, we suffered, David. This was embarrassing, man.
I was telling you,
embarrassing.
I was telling Ernest in the group chat, yeah, this feels like the Barca loss at Wembley, United in the Champions League final.
The
3-1. No, the way they played. Yeah. The way they played.
Barcelona scored Man United, man. They
scored.
United scored, but they.
I was hurt.
That was a schooling because it was just a proper
Champions League final.
It was just a lecturer. You know what I mean? It's just lectures. That's what that was. But yeah. Anyway. So hats off to Man City, man. Arsenal, we go again. And listen, we got Southampton away next in the FA Cup, and then it's Champions League. I think away to Sporting.
Peter, I'll say this. I'm saying this early. I need Atletico to beat Barca, bro. I don't want to see Barcelona.
Yeah, I think
I do not want.
You
want a lesson. Newcastle, yeah, they thought they gave Newcastle a bit of leg room in the first half. Yeah, you can score, we will score. It's okay. The second half of that game,
they said this is the last 16. Welcome.
Schooling. It was a schooling, man. Which, by the way, let me just make a point on Champions League last 16s, right? guys, we have seen lessons get taught across the board. This was a bad week for the British.
Premier League.
It was a bad week for the British because these men held gone. Chelsea got worked. City got worked. Newcastle got turned over. Do you know what I mean? People were getting beat up, man. Atalanta got a historic lesson.
10-2 on aggregate.
Oh my
Excuse
God.
me.
I'm seeing, even Sporting, right, to win 5-0.
Yeah.
When you were 3-0 down.
Do you know what I said? I had to ask. I had to ask this question about that because I said, right, was it too north for Sporting that it was too cold? And then when Bodo came down, I said, was the Lisbon weather too hot?
It was raining. It was pissing down with rain. The game was absolutely
was it warm rain? Because it don't rain.
Maybe it was hot rain.
Painful.
Bro, there was something
I had to ask.
Yeah, man. It's them ones where, like, you know, I think in my mind it was like, oh, I'm fearing Bodo Glimt, right? Because there could be a slippery slope, right?
Yeah.
But now I'm watching and I'm like, okay, Bodo Glimt were dangerous. Let's have it right. They caned some teams along the way. Sporting scoring 5 in the Champions League knockout stage.
They like, if you watch the game, they battered Bodo.
Bro, I watched the game, bro. Yeah, I didn't see Bodo have an attempt on goal. These men just got eaten, and it was a case of like, let's stop the bleeding before it gets to thing. Then they conceded again and again, and a penalty, and then extra time. They were done. They were gone. As soon as it went to when they equalized the tie, they were gone. They were going home. And there's a part of me that's like, thank God we're not going to Bodo. But at the same time, I'm like, the team that knocks out this Bodo, that's been impressive. They've knocked heavyweights.
Yeah,
that's Arsenal. Don't slip and slide. Because the last time we went Sporting in knockout competition, we lost.
Yeah,
we went out Sporting, if you remember.
We're not when Kim Kardashian turned up, bro. Flips.
Yeah, that was
But
Kim.
was a good for like the halfway. Ramsdale was pathetic.
Ramsdale was.
And who was in goal? Who was in goal for
It just cost me too much, man.
Aaron Ramsdale.
Who was in goal for the? Eddie Howe. No sympathy, bro.
Anyway, that's the final wrapped up. That's Arsenal. That's Arsenal situation. Man City. Guardiola still gets a trophy this season.
19 trophies in 10 years. Wow.
Sensational stuff.
Sorry?
Sensational things.
Yeah, you heard what I said.
Right. Let's move it along. I want to just touch on this one briefly, because
Even in his worst year.
this needs to be quick and brief before we get to the other teams. But Tottenham
Guys.
losing again, because this is what softened my blow. Let me tell you.
Let's start at the beginning because
We have to start the beginning, Robin.
we had to start the beginning because Tottenham thought it was a Champions League night on a Sunday.
Pick them up.
Before we
Pick
get
them up.
No.
Before that, wait,
We have to
Oscar.
talk first.
Oscar, talk
Let us
about
talk and then pick them up.
talk about Romero's piece to camera.
Oh
Did
my
anyone see
gosh,
that?
the social media of it. Can we talk about it? Because you
That
guys
was
are not
that.
immune. You guys are not immune to. Okay.
Yeah.
In North London, we just had the Oscars last weekend. In North London, Arsenal and Tottenham were making contenders for their own Oscars. They were making movies about these upcoming games. Movies.
Yeah.
Movies. Only to go and throw it all away. Romero had the nerve to sit down, look at the fans, and say, we're going to turn up. And they didn't turn up.
Yeah.
Bro, it's the fact that they made this whole petition to, like, let's welcome the coach in, pyros and everything.
Bro.
Yeah, let's welcome them in. I see this bus come through. Yeah,
Give me that.
Man had 7 sisters, but on lock.
they had 7 sisters in a chokehold with that bus. Yeah,
Bro, 7 sisters and their brothers. Come on, man. Everyone, the whole family. Auntie was there, uncle was there. Come on.
The only
Oh
times
my
I've seen
God.
this, is like big Champions League nights. I'm talking semi-finals against Real Madrid. I remember Liverpool did it under Brendan when they were about to face City at Anfield, that big game, and they ended up winning that game 3-2. Coutinho late winner. Like, there's been a few occasions where fans have surrounded the team bus
And it
as
warrants it.
and it is great. It is great.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
In terms of what Adrian is about to say, I don't know. Maybe let me let him say it. Adrian, what was your thoughts on that part of it?
Bro, the Spurs fans are without blame. Credit to them.
Yeah.
Because let's have it right. This is the team that they saw about 7 seasons ago? Competing in Champions League finals, right? They've received dross after dross after dross. They finished 17th last year. 17th for crying out loud. They saw the atrocity with their own pair of eyes. They saw the atrocity. Was that their stadium, right? I was like, away at Atletico.
Oh,
It's still all of that. Yet they are clapping in their team like the champions, like they're worthy of such an entrance. And then you go and you give me that in a relegation 6-pointer we shouldn't even be in. Beggars belief. Like what more inspiration, what more support do these Tottenham players need? It's pathetic. It's simply and utterly pathetic.
It was ghastly. I mean, like you say,
I'd take my season ticket in two. I would.
Like, you know, I was talking to one of the like, our counterparts there, and he was saying like they were sending out messages to fans last week to say, listen, season ticket renewal deadline is Friday, and we're not changing the price. The price is what it is, and the reason that they came out with it, well, yes, a season ticket, like you do it ahead of time, isn't it? You always do it ahead of time.
You must be bluffing.
You imagine. So their argument was that they've frozen the pricing. Right, so like it doesn't go up, it doesn't go down, it's just staying where it is. But imagine you're paying Champions League season ticket price money next season in the Championship, and the fact that they put this thing out, because our season ticket renewals usually happen in like June. They usually happen after the season, really.
Yeah, after the season. That's what we're confused.
But for them, it was like, no, we need to lock in dough.
No,
now.
I've seen a few clubs. A few clubs have done it already. Yeah.
Have they?
I don't know. United is post season.
Yeah, Arsenal's how they've done it.
Where are you? Oscar, we hear you. Oh, we lost Oscar.
Gone. You can hear me.
We lost
He's
Oscar.
gone. Yeah.
Oscar's live from Basra, mate.
I can hear him. He said, "Can you hear me?"
Yeah, but he's barely.
Yeah.
Hear us.
Yes.
That's all it
I can
is.
hear you lot. It's just sticky.
I can see you. You can see me.
But yeah, ultimately, yeah, no, I don't know.
You can't see me.
Renews their season tickets in March.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy,
yeah,
isn't
hear
it? It's crazy.
But if they need to try and save the bag, so I kind of hear it.
They need to save that back. I mean, their performance was shambolic, man. And then I see Vinay was getting stick in near the director's box. You know, like when club level hospitality starts giving you stick, because half of them are not even there for the football. You know,
They're there for a munch.
You know what I'm saying? It's Frank Warren and them man there, bro. They're not here for a you know what I mean? They're here to they're here to connect.
Rightly so. Peter, I'm gonna ask you something about Vinay.
What about it?
What year did he leave Arsenal?
20. I'm trying to think actually. He left last season.
Oh, that's the Trojan Horse.
Was it last season or the season before? He left like in the middle of last season because it was like a gardening leave type of deal.
Arteta sent him. Arteta sent him there. Bro, look at what Tottenham was doing. Look at the appointment of Igor. I'll put it to you like this. They signed Conor Gallagher like 200 grand a week of whatever the fee was. Peter, let's say I made you in charge of Spurs and operating, and you had to. Your task was to relegate them, right? But you can't make it too bait. You tell me anything different, you would do that Vinay hasn't done. You tell me anything different.
It's not a lot different. I would do, if I'm honest. I'd even disguise it in Project Youth. I'll start selling the senior players and just reinvest in the youth and call it Project Youth, blood. Like that's probably the only other thing I could do.
But Peter, look what they signed Harry Kane, and then they signed a bunch of 18, 19-year-olds. They sold Harry Kane.
They did do it. Yeah, they did do that. They did do that.
Oh man,
I mean, and you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Yeah? Igor Tudor would have been fired in the dressing room after this match, but unfortunately for him, you know, there was the sad passing of his father, and Tottenham put out a statement about that. Now, if you're Tottenham now, this is what we call sticky icky, because you can't fire him.
22.
You can't fire the guy. He's just lost his dad. You can't fire the man. And he found out at the full time, like post match, right? He found out after the match. Like, that's crazy. So they're in a situation where they have to firm it. Who have Tottenham got next week? Oh no, to be fair, international break. But like Tottenham's next fixture,
I think it's Sunderland away. I think I heard.
Who gave Newcastle a dealing, by the way. So Tottenham Hotspur, yeah, you're right. Sunderland away, 2 p.m. Sunday, and then after that they're home to Brighton, 5:30. Guys, Tottenham are holding a pack. Let me say that right now.
But the issue is, I need West Ham to fix up.
I mean, listen, guys, they weren't going to beat Villa at Villa. We cancel it, cancel it. Do you know what I mean? If they're playing Fulham at home, if they're playing Burnley, if they're playing, even a young Palace, like you could say, listen, get them wins. But Villa away, no chance. Them man ain't beating them. Anyway, Tottenham get battered everywhere they go, man.
Everywhere they go.
Let's see what happens next. God knows what's going to happen next at Stamford Bridge, because Chelsea, once again, Chelsea Football Club. This, Oscar, I'm not going to lie, you, man, got packed by Everton. We're calling it free.
First of all, that's a crazy statement. Second of all, we need to talk about Chelsea's week, not just game.
Oh, Chelsea entire porn.
Hey, Robin put salt in the wounds, man.
Kick things off, Robin. Kick things off for that week. I want to say top of the week.
I'm here for it.
And then they lost last weekend. I can't remember who they played last weekend. And then they went back to
when they were caressing the ball. Was it that one? What was the game?
Newcastle at home.
Newcastle, yeah. And then obviously midweek, the Parisians came to London. They did the ultras stuff. Their drum got taken away, by the way, and they were still the loudest in the stadium.
They were there to party, man. Them men were there to party. There was no football to be watched.
And then, obviously, Chelsea did the light show and all that stuff. Get the pants prepared. 3-0. We've seen it throughout the Champions League that you can come back. Difficult, but you have to be on it from minute one. How long did it take until Kvaratskhelia put the ball in the net? 6 minutes.
It was a great finish.
6 minutes. And then obviously Barcola again scored another bagger. And then Mayulu in the penalty. I was like, wow, 8-2 to the European champions is dark. And then obviously,
are you done?
No,
y'all finish. Y'all done.
No, because we have to talk about now. We have to talk about Sunday.
Oscar, you got this week. I'm not gonna lie.
This is an EFA. He's going in.
In to talk about Sunday. This guy's going in on Wednesday. We were out, Robin.
We are week to week football, my friend.
This is week to week. Boy.
But then Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, all comes out. Yeah.
We were already out, man. We were already out. Saturday afternoon, guys. I don't know why. I thought to myself, you know what? We're going up to the Hill Dickinson. We play better away from home than we do at home. I looked at the lineup. I saw Palmer. I saw JP. I saw Caicedo. I said, you know what? Yeah, man. 3 points. 3 points to the Blues. I didn't know which Blues that was going to be. I know we were going to. It's weird because I can't every week say it's the worst performance of the season. Like, I can't keep saying it. But we keep getting worse.
Bro,
like, that has to be our worst league performance.
This was a beating, man. I'm sorry.
That has to be. We actually got slapped. And the worst thing is, I don't have a tactical answer for you, man. Like, in all the other times Chelsea get beaten, I can break it down. I can say what we did wrong. I can say why. When I watched this game, it was just like every time Everton broke, they scored. Every time they didn't have that many shots on target, but the ones they did, they scored.
Chalk and cheese, man.
We made Beto
look like Beto's on that trick.
We made him look like prime Drogba. We did. Yeah. He was manhandling Wesley Fofana all over the gap. Fofana couldn't get near him, dragged him from pillar to post, and just had him on the floor. I keep talking about Enzo Fernandez. I'm getting bored. There was reports that came out after the PSG game that apparently he's unsure about his future and he might want to leave. Well, I say good riddance. If we can get 70% back on what we paid for him, then take the money and run. Because
Oscar, guys, are you not hearing Oscar? He said good riddance to Enzo Fernandez.
You get 70 million for him, though.
No, wait. No. Listen, no, guys.
No.
When Chelsea
Wait,
signed
this is a
Enzo
story.
Fernandez, this is
Yeah.
This is Usher. This is the U-turn of the millennium.
I mean, look, let's not act like it hasn't been like gradual. It's not like I've just turned a corner randomly and said, "Get rid of this guy that I loved yesterday." I've long said. I remember when Caicedo first came to the club, and David was on the podcast ready to cook Caicedo for his early performances. I said, "No, slow down. Caicedo is finding his feet, but this Argentinian brother has lost track of what he's meant to be doing in this team. Like, what is he? Like, what? Let's unpack the myth that is Enzo Fernandez, because he can't win the ball. So off the ball, pretty much useless. Yeah, all he can do is run around, which, you know, Conor Gallagher can do that. So that's pointless. Retrieving the ball, the best parts of Enzo Fernandez's game, I felt, when he first joined the club, he was playing deeper and he had space to play incisive passes. He would pick out players. I remember we scored a fantastic goal against Leicester away where he just dinked it over the top for Havertz. He did another one for João Felix in that same season, over the top. He was able to pick passes when he's in space. Now we have anchors. Now we play Reece or Andre Santos or Caicedo. He's asked to be further forward. And when you play in that further forward role, you have to either provide in final third actions, so passes through to João Pedro, through to the wingers, or, you know, scoring goals in the box, which I think he was doing with Palmer out of the side. When Palmer wasn't in, he was doing very well at arriving late in the box. But even still, it's not enough. It's not enough. And I think him and Palmer just seem to be two players that are really, really out of form and out of favor. But the worst thing is, I think this is all Enzo can really offer us. Do you know what I mean? I don't see that much to his game that, like, when he's on it, it's going to be completely different. With Palmer, we can clearly see it's a player that's off form. We can clearly see he hasn't found his legs. He hasn't found his limit. He's spoken about it. He's coming back from injury. Doesn't feel comfortable on the pitch. Doesn't know what he can do with his body at this point. Enzo is fit and firing. Yet the Enzo Fernandez that I see, both under Maresca and under Liam Rosenior, leaves so much to be desired. Leaves so much. I don't look at anyone else's team and think, man, they could do with an Enzo Fernandez. I don't. Like, he's just not adding enough for the price tag. And that's why I say, if there's talk of his head is not in it, because one thing about him is that he is a bit of a warrior. He does like to fight and shout for the team. But if his head is not at Chelsea, then we lose that too. So you may as well get shown the door. But the problems at Chelsea are way bigger than Enzo Fernandez. We need an overhaul of centre backs. Our centre back situation is ridiculous. We need a new goalkeeper. We need a manager. We need a manager that can manage. Guys, Liam Rosenior is whack. Liam Rosenior is not good at his job. He does not know how to set up a team to be compact and be solid, and then also have a foundation to build attacks from. All we do is go gung-ho and try to score loads of goals and leave ourselves exposed on the other end, and players like Beto are able to exploit that. It was a pathetic showing on Saturday, one of the worst I've seen from Chelsea. And to compound that with the midweek, as Robin mentioned, 2-3-0s in the space of 5 days. Before that, we lost to Newcastle. You saw what Newcastle served up on the weekend. We're about to get to that. We're about to talk about them for a second. We saw what Newcastle served up in midweek. We see who Newcastle are. So there's no excuse for them to come to your perch and beat you 1-0. So we've had 4 defeats on the bounce. And if anybody at Chelsea Football Club thinks that is good enough to keep Liam Rosenior in a job, then they themselves should not be in a job.
What do you think of the percentage of Rosenior keeping his job is at the moment? Like, over this, it's international break. This is quite a perfect time for those managers that are precarious right now.
Yeah. He's here. Rosenior's here to the end of the season.
Regardless, yeah?
And yeah, I think so. Do you know why though? Again, I think these sycophantic idiots that run Chelsea Football Club are so they're so prideful that the idea of sacking Rosenior is admission of failure. It's admission of wrongdoing. You gave this was your guy. You employed him at Strasbourg. You watched him. You monitored him. You brought him in and you gave him a 6-year deal. So they're going to hang on to that until the wheels fall off. So we're not having a change of manager this season. And guess what? More importantly, we're not making Champions League football.
Oh.
What you're saying back to conference?
Europa League.
No. So I'm putting permutations on right now, and I'm being hypothetical. Let's say because we will get the 5th spot because all we need is a draw in any of the European quarterfinals, and we're done.
We could even get the 6th spot technically.
Yeah, but I'm saying let's say Villa finish get the Europa League as well. They would finish 5th. Liverpool finish 6th. The 7th place doesn't go FA Cup, doesn't go Europa, it goes straight to conference. So we forfeit a Europa League spot.
I don't care. Europa Conference, I don't care. Europa Conference, non-Europe, I don't care. Like, they're no difference to me. To me, the goal is Champions League. If you don't get Champions League, you failed. I don't care which one we end up in next season.
You'd almost rather be the conference because you know you'll guarantee win it. You know what I mean? It's them.
Oh yeah, or at least I can play my kids till the turn of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least you just don't have to wait. You don't have to exert your energy on that competition. I couldn't give a monkeys. I couldn't give a monkeys. Yeah.
Oscar,
which tournament we end up in. But I can tell you this for damn certain: the fixtures that we've got coming up and the players that we've got available, we are not getting in the Champions League. That is for damn sure.
Oscar, what Baraka's comment here was said by one of your owners, wasn't it?
Yes. So,
what was the context behind this?
So one of the directors had a meeting with a bunch of people that like talk about Chelsea publicly. So you guys know Matisse. Yeah, he's one of the people that got invited to this thing, and there's a couple of other people that I follow that I know that were all at this kind of like an AGM meeting, and they were asking questions about this direction of the club, and the conversations from the club were simple. It's obvious that we are building the best team in the world. We are on the right track. We don't feel like we're doing anything wrong. We don't feel like we're behind schedule. We are on track. And one of the most damning things that I heard about Chelsea Football Club last season was when we were on the course to get top 4. We finished 4th in the end. But about 10 games, about this time of the season last season, they were pressuring Maresca. And they said to him, Maresca, what's going to happen if you don't make top 4? And Maresca said, we are already ahead of schedule. We were not meant to make top 4 this year.
Well,
when Maresca said that was a sign to me that these guys lack the ambition and they're also a little bit deluded as to what they think it takes. Because, of course, Chelsea squad last season was good enough to make top 4, and it did. And this season, perhaps not getting top 4 and losing out on that money will be the wake-up call that these idiots need to realize that if you're going to go into the market and spend 200 million, spend it on quality that improves the first 11. That's all I
He's not spent $1 billion and it's still counting. I don't know what else we can say.
I mean, yeah, listen, Everton are sneaking up the table. In all honesty,
Everton and Brentford are on our sweet hinds. They're on our tails.
Well done to David Moyes. I said in the group chat after the game, I said, guys,
it's Moyes.
I said David Moyes needs to get 300 million this summer, or he needs to go and manage Chelsea. He needs to be the new Chelsea manager. Full stop. He needs another crack at the whip at the big teams because this man is exceptional what he's doing. But Oscar, you can attest to this. Everton's team is dross, man. It's dead food, man. It's not a great side. It's not a great squad. And yet, look what he's doing. What are they? Are they 7th now, Everton? Like, their man there are just moving.
8th? Question mark. They're 2 points off European spots.
Oh, I thought they were in the European spots. So they're 2 points off. How many points are they away from Champions League?
Where's Liverpool?
So 5th place. I'm looking at it now. They're 3 points on 5th, mate.
And guys, they're right. There's a derby to go as well. There's a Merseyside derby to go. So that they're right on those tails.
Oh my God!
6 pointer, mate. 6 pointer.
I just want to say one thing because I've always been on the train of I always want Chelsea to win, always want the best for the club. But I am genuinely at this point thinking that if Chelsea were to somehow weasel their way into the Champions League this season, and then even, we're still in the FA Cup, we could even sneak in FA Cup. This would then go down as another successful season in the minds of Clearlake. And I genuinely think that is more damaging to the future of Chelsea Football Club than us dropping out of it. So I think the first time ever I'm in the camp of maybe it's good for Chelsea to not get Champions League football, and we will be better off than if we don't. Because we saw what happened last season. They were able to masquerade last season as a success because of the Club World Cup and the Champions League when we played shocking football for the entire season. We've done it again, and they don't deserve to get away with it. They don't.
Agree. AD, step to the stage, man. Where are you hiding?
Whoa.
Hiding like Enzo Fernandez, mate.
Yeah, I don't want to receive it under pressure, though, man. I can't play out at the moment.
Brother, the Seagulls, Brighton and Hove Albion.
Wow.
Who are quite literally at the beach.
Are they?
No. I said they're quite literally at the beach.
Oh, as in just a location. Because I was thinking, I thought you were making a pun, because I was thinking like Brighton could also fight for some European football, couldn't they?
They could, but I think they're 5 points.
Okay, 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Liverpool, Adrian. I mean, what's the matter with your football club? On one hand, on the midweek, we saw Liverpool turn up against Galatasaray, and we were like, I don't know about you guys, I was pleasantly surprised. Liverpool played well.
They played very
Salah
well.
was scoring goals.
4-0.
It was like
I did feel it as soon as Thingy Canate need Thingy Oshman in the arm, and he was finished. I was like, that's the end of their firepower.
As soon as there was no Galatasaray fans at Anfield, I knew this was done. This was going to be a problem.
Stick a knife in that bad boy. Stick a fork in that.
But talk to me, AD, man. What's? I mean, draw to Spurs, which was deplorable. Midweek, you restore some pride, and then this weekend, beaten by Brighton.
Honestly, brother, I'm sick and tired of this crap, this garbage that these guys are serving up week after week after week. I can't take it anymore. I can't. I genuinely can't. What's the point even giving you analysis of the game? Like, what are we gonna learn? I saw something harrowing. 40-year-old James Milner out around our whole midfield.
Oh my god!
You know something else we could have learned?
Go on.
Danny Welbeck has a case from England.
Danny Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck has a case from England.
That was great to see. It was great to see Danny Welbeck.
But he needs to release that routine, that regime that he's on, because boy, he was cooked at 32. He was cooked. Now at 30, he was cooked at like 30. Now at the ripe old age of 35, I think he's going to be 36 later this year. He looks better than ever.
He's living his best life.
Well, he leapt over 6'4" Lewis Dunk. I'm like, fairs. But one thing that's not impressing me, and one thing that we need to get over ourselves, is just this inconsistency, man. It's like, and look, call a spade a spade. I think there's a top player in there. I really, really do. And I genuinely think that under better governance and in the right system, he can be a star for us. But why is there so many conditions for a £116 million player? And do you know what's sad? Do you generally know what's sad? I don't even think he was bad on Saturday. I really don't. But with Verts, it's like, it's either he hits it too hard, a pass, or he hits it too soft, being a shot, or he passes it and the player doesn't move, or he passes it and the player moves but it trickles to the goalkeeper. So on the one hand, it's very encouraging because and because he's getting on it, he's trying to make things work, he's trying to make it click. I get all that, but on the other hand, it's almost, you know what I mean? And when you play that premium, when you play that markup, you need the guy to hit the ground running. Now, what I will say is this: the Galatasaray game was so exciting for me. It was really, really exciting for me because A, obviously, it was a tremendous result, but B, for the first time in ages, I started fantasizing about this team again, man. And I can't lie, what I did sort of think to myself is this sort of system we played, obviously Verts in that kind of free role behind, and he's feeding Ekitike and Isak. That can be dynamite, man. That can be devastating. So, you know, without, I don't want to sort of go over trodden water again and again and again. I think it's quite simple. Shake hands with Arne Slot. Thank you so much for this for the league title. Really, really appreciate it. But we just need someone else to take us forward now, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just I don't know. But no, I'm just
What?
I shouted on Saturday. I almost lost my voice. Almost lost. And by the way, Van Dijk. For that was it Welbeck's first goal? Beggars belief, like you just let the man run across you and then you just leave him, and then you throw your hands up in the air because Konate is not Superman, and oh man, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Honestly, guys, I can't take it anymore.
If you're the manager at Liverpool, you go in there. What's like the first thing you're gonna change? And like, what needs to be done to change this season around? Like the form that you've been on all season. What's it gonna do? What do you have to do?
Bosca, I think it goes back to the first point I mentioned about James Milner outrunning our midfield, and I think we just need to get the lads hungry again, like, because midweek was beautiful. It was fast. It was intense. It was urgent. It was incisive. There were those quality passes. There was a belief. You're on the field. You're backing your teammates. Obviously, Anfield factor helps, and obviously, I think it helps the fact that we're considerably better than Galatasaray. And obviously, I get that you can't necessarily do that week in, week out. But first thing I'll do is I'll just put a rocket up these guys, man. Yeah, we've got to want it again. We've got to be hungry again. Like, a Liverpool team, a Liverpool side getting outrun, and it's happened time and time again this season. It's unheard of. It's genuinely unheard of. So, to answer that question, but I just get them running again. And I think the second thing I do, I think you just got to put Florian Wirtz in that tenor and that free role. Like, we just got to leave these wing gimmicks. You got to leave. I think he ended up playing up front for a bit because obviously injuries and whatever. But I think you just got to play him in a 10 position, 2 forwards ahead of him, and I think it'll be liquid gold. That's literally, bro.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Liverpool, man, it's peak. It's peak. I just thought that there was does Slot go at the end of the season if Liverpool don't get Champions League? I think 100% he goes. I think absolutely he goes.
I think it's a strong case he goes even if we do get it, to be fair, man.
Yeah. Why was the match delayed?
I haven't got a clue.
I think it was to do with the fans. There was a lot of traffic on I think there was an accident on the M something.
Oh, right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There was a massive accident. So the game was meant to start at 12:30. I think it started at 12:45.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Which I'm surprised that Liverpool had an early kickoff, considering they played a Champions League game midweek. I thought there was a rule about that.
Remember, Cup was the one that kicked off in the first place.
Yeah, I was surprised that they had an early kickoff because I thought that was like kiboshed. Anyway, who knows?
Yeah. Out of curiosity, have any of you men had a dead leg before?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
You said yes.
It's a bit long.
Yeah,
still.
me. It's been a long time, but yes, I've had a dead leg.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how painful was it?
I wouldn't even say painful. It's just your leg goes numb and you can't walk.
You can't walk, bro.
Brother, Ekitike, I thought he done his ACL, man. Did I see tears? Did I see?
Yeah.
So, hey, bro,
explain that to me actually, because he's been taken out of the.
Because I was like, that's France, because he's obviously.
Yeah, but why? Okay, but Robin, why is a dead leg so severe like that he can't make the French squad? Surely his leg will alive by now.
But he's back for France.
I think it's to do with nerves, in it, so they don't want to.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it's more. Is that more nerve issue that there's no feeling in it, so You got to make sure, man. You got to make sure my man's good in it. So
Fair enough.
So it's like pins and needles on steroids, yeah.
I guess.
yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm not.
So
I can't lie.
it's like when someone has a calf injury, you don't play with that because what happens? Your Achilles can go, bruv.
No, guys, I can't lie. I'm not in the business of mocking injuries because remember when like it felt like anytime Mesut Ozil broke a nail, he was off sick, right? Peter, there was a period of time where back spasms was his thing.
Yeah, it was a big one.
Well, I used to say, brother, crack on with it. Lads, I want to ask you guys a question. 2018 World Cup final, where were you?
Oh,
20,
that France
20.
Croatia.
France Croatia. We were all in Woolwich.
Yes,
Yeah, we were in Woolwich. We watched it together.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Do you know why?
Why?
Brother, a back spasm took man out. I was in excruciating pain. I couldn't even move. I kid you not. I slept. You know where I slept that night? I slept on the floor in the front room. I couldn't, bro. Yeah, so you know what? Mesut Ozil, I'm sorry, and that's why Ekitike. I see Ekitike getting a lot of pelters, but it genuinely must be very, very painful. It genuinely must be very, very
It's been your
painful.
best thing this season, mate. I don't know. Liverpool fans need to relax, bro.
He's been up there for sure. He's been up there for
You're
sure.
right, I suppose.
He's
Peter,
been up there, but there's definitely room for improvement. Certainly room for improvement, which is
Peter,
exciting.
can you read Sam Lewis's stat?
Sam, you asked me to read his stat. You put up back spasm. Why have you put that up?
No,
Yeah.
that's what AD was talking about. But the one before,
Speaking of being outrun, have you seen the stats on Chelsea been outrun in every Premier League game this season?
in every Premier League game this season, the opposition has ran more than Chelsea players.
Nice.
It can't be when you beat us, but you felt like you had 6 midfielders. I saw Lavia, Caicedo, James was inverting, Gustav. What?
Well, that's clearly tactical, isn't it?
Yeah, it is
Conserving
tactical.
energy,
And
clearly
you, also
tactical.
you also have to factor in for about 7 of those games, we did have 10 men. So
That's a good point.
It's just less people running. But
That's a good point.
like tactical in what sense? Like I can understand why if we're playing lower teams in the league and we keep a lot of the ball, so they're running to chase the ball. But why would that be the case when we face Arsenal? Why would that be the case when we face Man City? They have the ball. We don't have the ball when we face those teams. So we should be chasing them all over the gaff. But clearly,
They had 10 men though against Arsenal, to be fair.
yeah, both times as well. What a joke.
Yeah.
What a joke.
True. Right. Manchester
Wait.
United you're gone, AD?
Final point. Just on that, how much of a factor do we think Club World Championship has had in Chelsea fatigue, but also Chelsea tactically? And then when you look at the impact of a player like Cole Palmer, but bearing in mind, right? He had 1 year, went off to the Euros, had his second year, Club World Championship, and he's not the player that we saw in any of those 2 seasons. Do you guys think that they're feeling the effects of it?
I would agree, but I saw PSG do the exact same.
I don't know. I'll give you a perfect example.
No, but the league literally clears their weekends for them.
Yeah, they literally didn't have a game.
Guys, I'll give you a perfect example. Fernando Torres.
Yeah.
Every summer didn't have a summer off in how many? Remember when they were going back to back?
Yeah.
And that is the only reason why I've given Enzo Fernandez a blight until this long, because him and Caicedo have played the most minutes of I think anyone in world football. They have not stopped playing football, like literally consistently. Like every summer they've just been going. And then obviously they're traveling
South America on top of that.
They're traveled to South America. Between them and Bruno Guimaraes and Declan Rice, those 4 players have played the most minutes and run the most of any midfielders in the Premier League. And it's taken its toll. I mean, we saw the videos of Rice. This week. It's taken its toll on those players. So, you can't discount it. It's definitely a huge factor. We spoke about it.
I've said for seasons now, guys, I've talked about fixture congestion. I've talked about this for a very long time.
You know me? I said get rid of certain cups.
Bro, but it's not even just that. Like, even just the
Kepa said the same.
Shut up.
You literally
Even
threw
just
the
to
cup instead
condense,
of
like,
tongue.
I feel like we're just having more football matches in a condensed space of time, like a condensed period of time. And it's ironic that I literally said this, right? I think I said this last season. We're going to get a lower quality of football. It's going to happen. And
You did say that. You did say
this
that.
is
You did.
arguably the worst football we've seen in terms of a season, the worst season in a very long time. Very long time.
As I said, even me, even when we've been on top of the table, I've been complaining about the arse play style of play, bruv. And I know we're winning, we're top of the league. Okay, we lost the League Cup, but mate, the football has been. This is why I didn't fall in. This is not the reason why I fell in love with the beautiful game, bro.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I mean, you know what's funny? Like maybe because it was a disrespect thing, but when Shirky done these kick-ups, yeah, and it panned to Guardiola.
Guardiola
Him shaking his head, and it's like it's almost like that's kind of what's wrong with football at this moment in time.
No, but I thought you were shaking his head because Ben White attacked him. Because it was after.
No, I think it was more so the respect.
The respecting.
I think it was more the respect.
This is 68 minutes. There's like still 20 minutes to go, mate.
Yeah, true. Did you lot see Shirky when they lifted the trophy?
No.
When you push back?
No, not that one. No. When they're all like, they're getting given the trophy and it's like they lift it up and it's like, yeah, champion or whatever. Bro, he's on his phone the whole time. He's lying on the floor in front of the champions board on his phone, and it's like he's FaceTiming someone. He's just he's on his phone. Meanwhile, everyone's like, "Oh, hey!" and he's just on the phone. And once he sees the trophy lifted, he's there like, sort of showing like, "Oh, we're just lifting the trophy."
I think it's his first trophy. I'm assuming.
Nonchalant gimmick. Get up and there and celebrate.
I hate when players have their phones out during the trophy ceremony because I'm just like, it's all being recorded afterwards. It's all being recorded in HD. Why do you need to record it on your phone?
Who do you think you are?
A pet peeve, yeah. I know we didn't win. Cool.
How do you think you are?
Sky Sports bringing the selfie stick, blood. I allow it, bro. Use your 8K cameras, bro. You don't need to be giving man gimmicks.
A big pet peeve for me. A big pet peeve is people bringing out their phones in games, bro. Arsenal getting a corner, I see 20,000 phones come out. I said, what the hell's going on here? Like recording.
Yeah,
that's a bit harsh, man.
If we get a penalty,
are you insured? No, are you insured?
Recording something that you're at is crazy to me.
Are you insured, bro? Man, let's say Peter, now we score you, and Pete knocks that phone, blood. He's coming to grab you to celebrate. You're still here, then, bro.
No, I've still done it. Like when we scored a penalty, I'm just like, this is where I'm.
And I cracked your iPhone.
Can I ask a question? When you lot record on the phone, do you lot look through the phone to see the penalty, or do you look on the side?
I am not.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what, Pete? When it comes to penalty, because I'm like Robin, every penalty I've recorded, yeah, every penalty for the last
God,
every Chelsea game I've gone to has been a penalty.
I won't lie. I'm a hypocrite. Chelsea away. I done it. Pete, I was next to you, bro. I did. I won't lie.
Pete was seething.
For majority of them, I don't look back at them. But one I do look back on often is I recorded. You remember that game when Palmer played against Brighton and he scored 4 goals in the first half?
Oh yeah.
I recorded his free kick that went top bins, and that's the best video I just have saved on my phone.
The thing is about phones as well, like. One of the things I actually look back to, and I remember going to this game, was Manchester United versus Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo's return to Old Trafford. The vibes were high. Even though we lost the game, like I look back on that. Wow, I was there. Yeah.
Oh,
we lost 1-0. Dybala. Remember, it was the first thing. And then when we went to Turin, and then Jose Mourinho got the iconic.
I thought you were talking about the Newcastle game.
No, that one. No. I'm talking Juventus. Man United, Juventus, Champions League.
Yeah, I've never really understood it.
Barack has asked, what English player in that do you think would thrive outside of England?
What do you mean?
Harvey Elliott.
Harvey Elliott.
There's a lot, man. I'd love to see Harry Wood.
Have you seen him at Villa?
I was gonna say free him, bro.
Like, can I tell you what annoys me about Harvey Elliott?
Go on.
Can you guess?
His hair?
Number 9.
He wears the number
Yeah.
9
Yeah, that's a pet peeve. Big pet peeve for me.
You said
Sure.
something like Pixel,
every
man.
time I see him.
No, but it's the same thing how I feel about Delap. I'm like, Delap. No, because I said at the start of the season, you gave him the number 9. Like, why are you doing that for?
But he's a centre
And then
forward.
I got a
See what I'm
question.
saying? At least he's a centre forward.
At least.
Midfield number 9 is
For me,
egregious.
if you are a number 9, you have to start. If the number
Yeah, but
is
if
9
he
on your
gave,
back,
he signed before João
That's a
Pedro.
good point, though, Robin. That's a good point.
If we gave João Pedro the number 9, then he wouldn't have scored 14 league goals.
Actually, I'll leave this comment for
The curse of the 9.
I'll leave it for not that guy. Don't worry. Let's keep going.
Right. Manchester United held 2-2 draw with Bournemouth, AFC Bournemouth, Robinho, Friday night football. I take it your weekend didn't start off well because United dropped points.
it's something about the Vitality Stadium that we always struggle going to. But at this game, first half, absolute dross. There's nothing to speak about that. It all happened in the second half. For me, we lost this game not because of ineptitude. One, the referee has decided that for some odd reason, if I'm going to give one penalty one way, I can't give that penalty the same way again.
Yeah.
And then number 2, yes, just decided to red card Harry Maguire, even though it's double jeopardy. Like, now goal scoring opportunity in the penalty box. It's a penalty, not penalty and red card. That's how I understand the rule. But hey ho, this is what we got. And Bournemouth once again, other sides than the 2 goals, they offered absolutely nothing. So I was like, we should have left here with 3 points. To the point where I'm like, I think for a good hour after the game, I'm just like, I might have got dealt the Ray Dudley ball, the bubble bomb, because he bounced off that ball like he sat down on it. And I'm like, how has he not had a penalty here? And then obviously we're all like, what's going on? And then they go score on the other end. I'm just like, surely VAR should unchalk this goal and give the penalty like they are designed to do. But as you know me, referees are incompetent in this country. And you know me, I want them all fired. Alas. But anywho,
Alas.
But alas. 2-2. We've lost Maguire. Hopefully Martinez is back for the Leeds game. Because we need someone back there. And hopefully we can just get these 7 games over the line. There's nothing really much to write about. The referee was shocking. He's the reason why we drew. That is pretty much it.
Yeah,
he is the reason why we drew.
I did feel like you were hard done by. In all fairness, as much as I've got my biases, I was shocked at that the non-penalty into the goal given. That blew my mind. I was surprised that stood. But yeah, I think look, you was always gonna have. You're not gonna win every game, obviously, and you was on a good run. And to be fair, a draw 2-2 away at Bournemouth isn't the worst. I mean, Harry Maguire though, of it all, you know what I mean? Like going down to 10 men, that's gonna cost you. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's gonna cost you.
It was a very, very good penalty by was it not Hill? Who was it? The 19-year-old. Yeah, the 19-year-old. He's got what, 10 goals in the Premier League?
Madness, isn't it?
Oh, Croupy.
Yeah.
Shout out Croup.
Man,
Yeah,
like,
but yeah, no, we move on. Leeds again. 7 games to go. The road to 5th continues. Is all I have to say about that.
It does. It does indeed. I mean, I think you guys will finish top 3 at this rate. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you ain't gonna worry about 5th. I think you're looking at a top 3 finish because the top 4 race, as it has always shown us in previous years, is a scandal. Do you know what I mean? It's always a scandal.
Finally, shout out, and we'll probably move on to England in a very 2-minute segment later. But I'm just saying, shout out to Manu.
I can assure you, I'm not talking about England. I can assure you of that much. I'm not talking about international football. No chance.
We can do that next week.
Hey, it's just interesting. It is interesting that
we could do that next week.
But yeah,
next week.
But shout out Manu. He's finally free from jail and finally got back to the England squad.
Revived Kobe Manu. Anything else on this game before I move on? Lovely. Elsewhere in the Premier League, we have Fulham 3, Burnley 1. Burnley went down to 10 men as well. Fulham, marching on as they do. Sam must be delighted. Leeds 0, Brentford 0. I mean,
This game was terrible.
Yeah,
This
it
game
was.
was
I mean,
terrible.
I didn't realize after the Chelsea game, I was like, "Oh, this is a cooking sesh." I was full. My belly was full. I ate well. You know what I'm saying? And then they were like, they tried to show me. And up next at Ellen Road, I said, "Nah, we're gonna call it quit here. I'm gonna call it time because this is ridiculous." Aston Villa 2, West Ham United 0. West Ham, come on, we need you to get them points. We need you to get them points. I know that beating Villa would have been impossible almost. But also, finally, Newcastle 1, Sunderland 2. I mean, guys, this was a
Robster.
I mean,
Wow.
12 o'clock kickoff in a derby. It gave me Old Firm. It gave me Celtic Rangers vibes. These fans, yeah, first derby at St. James's, I think, since 2016 or something like that. It was insane.
Newcastle haven't beaten Sunderland since 2010.
No, but Newcastle beat them in the reverse leg, no?
I'm talking in
No.
Sunderland done the double.
I thought Sunderland lost. Oh, yeah, Voldemort scored an own goal.
Yeah.
I think it's in the cup you're talking about. In the cup of
I remember Voldemort scored top bins, and I just remembered it was an own goal. His header went top corner, mate. But yeah, in the cup, they got smoked, innit? Years ago.
So in the league, they've not beaten them
This
since
gave
2010.
Sunderland that work. I remember that.
That's Anthony Patterson was on goal. Because I remember teams were like linked with him, like it was good.
Yeah. But yeah, they got packed in. So Newcastle, say that again. Newcastle haven't won this derby since when?
In the league since 2010.
Since 2010.
What's that, Di Canio? Actually, no, that's even pre Di Canio. That's a Ricky Sprague, no?
God, 2010. You're talking Andy Carroll at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Check Tiote. All right.
It's even either L's or draws every time Sunderland have been here.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Did you know there's 19 players that have played for both Sunderland and Newcastle, which I think is crazy.
That's bonkers.
That's crazy. I was listening to a podcast and they were playing like a game and it was like, can you name every player that's ever played for Newcastle and Sunderland? There are 19 of them. I was gobsmacked.
What, Colback, Chopra?
There's many I forgot. So there was people like apparently Shay Given was one.
What?
Blew my mind.
Andy Cole?
Yeah,
Andy Cole's one.
quiz.
Yeah, Andy Cole's one. Yeah, Colback is definitely one. There was a few others as well. There was one who I'm trying to think of some other ones, but yeah, I think Harper signed for Sunderland but didn't play a game, but signed for Sunderland.
Got to be a journeyman somewhere.
There's a couple. There's a couple out.
That's a hell of a journey.
I couldn't believe it, bro. And then I think Danny Rose was brought up. It was like Danny Rose. It was like, my God, there was some throwback names there. But yeah, those were the Premier League fixtures of the weekend. Let's start things off with the goal of the week. Any fire?
Better. That chip was lovely.
Oh,
lovely. And die though. And die.
Oh,
and die.
Of course.
Yeah, you know what? And die. Yeah, fantastic.
Definitely. Are we all in agreement?
Yeah.
All in unison. Love that.
You're not taking him?
Yeah, I am. I love him. I
I
think he's sick.
am. Yeah, the player of the week
is either Beto or Danny Welbeck. Take your pick.
Danny Welbeck.
Oof.
I mean, Beto, one thing that annoys me about Beto is that LeBron James celebration. It drives me nuts. Him and Benteke doing that celebration used to drive me nuts.
You're not like
It's not that great.
Oh, even Nico Williams.
They don't even drink properly. You're meant to do the chest thing, bro.
Yeah.
O'Reilly as well.
Do you know what? Nico O'Reilly's the answer for me, for sure. Cup final, he scores 2 goals for Manchester City, wins them a trophy. Sensational.
Bitty boy.
Guys, Eze's goal, though.
Oh,
against Leverkusen.
This Leverkusen was sensational, right down the throat. It was unbelievable.
Even Rash was a great.
Hey, that's a bit of a pause right there. Yeah.
Come on, guy, you don't need to rock.
I like that one go.
Come on, guys. It was down the throat of the keeper.
Yeah, Nico O'Reilly's the player of the week for me.
Player of the week.
Are we
Yeah,
in agreement?
we can't argue that one.
Yeah, cup final.
He's
Team of the week.
still Rico Lewis, boy.
I know, right? Team of the week, is it Man City for winning the cup?
Yes,
Or is that
it'll be harsh. It'll be harsh.
Is that a cop out?
We've got to give it. You got to give it Everton, mate.
Everton
Say
cooked.
Everton.
Sunderland cooked.
Oh yeah, I'm keen for Sunderland.
I mean, Sunderland winning at Newcastle is horrendous crimes, man. Like, besides that stat that Robin plucked out of the sky, I mean, Sunderland, are they above Newcastle? They're above Newcastle by 1 point, guys.
Yeah.
They're above them by 1 point. This is
It's a horrible,
crazy.
horrible season.
Bro, Newcastle at 12th, man. After
You
31
talk to your
games.
man, Edward Pete. You talk to your man.
I talked to him at the end of the season. He needs a breather. He's had a tough time, man. They're 12th after 31 games, man.
He needs a
Got
quench.
school like
He
Barcelona.
needs a quench. Is it Sunderland or is it Everton? I mean, Forest packed in Tottenham. But remember, guys,
I'm going Forest.
Oh.
I'm going Forest. I'm going Forest.
teams got
Oh
packed.
yeah, nah, guys.
After all the fanfare
Six.
and everything,
Yeah,
is
The
that
magnitude of the game.
yeah,
let's go for us.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Bro, the irony, you got Gibbs White scoring against you. You agreed to deal with him in the summer.
Oh my god.
That might be a masterstroke for Marinakis, you know.
It might be. It might be. He'll be sold though in the summer. Let's have it right.
No, fair enough. You kept me in the league because the direct team, our direct rival, I stopped them from getting you. You kept us in the league. Go on.
Guys, this is tough, man. Is it Nottingham Forest? Is it Everton or is it Sunderland? This is a tough week.
I'm giving it to Forest because
I'm gonna give it Forest because Forest.
Yeah.
they passed the pad.
No.
Hey.
Forest understood
When
the
Everton-
assignment. Forest understood the assignment. A+.
A plus.
When you said that in the group, I was laughing, man.
6-pointer, they went and slapped 3-0.
Yeah. West Ham.
Hey,
I
my
did-
man. Who did the Dragon Ball Z celebration? Who was it that did that? Was it Igor Jesus?
He
Man,
goes,
the corner flag and did this to the crowd, to the Tottenham end as well. Funny. Team of the week is Nottingham Forest. David, who's not that guy?
Listen, yeah,
Wow.
guys, it is now a criminal offence for anyone to enter a football game in England and Wales without a ticket.
Good.
Oh, it was already.
A criminal offence.
From this Sunday, from this past
What,
Sunday,
specifically the Wembley game or what?
the legislation has started from Sunday, from this
Wow.
coming Sunday. It's a criminal offence to enter a football ground in England and Wales without a ticket. Yeah, the new law was prompted by the disorder of Euro 2020 between England and Italy.
Wait, what? And they just came into force now.
Yes. So, and they've only met. There's 3 that got caught: 2 at Wembley and 1 at Tottenham. But they've only given 1 name. Gentleman is from Oldham, Manchester, so that's a City fan. Benjamin Bailey, 27 years old. You're not that guy, bruv. Oh,
Wow. Already.
I will never understand not going to a game without a ticket.
guys,
Like,
those convicted now under the new law face a 5-year banning order and a fine of £1,000.
I understand it. To be honest.
And
What, trying to
I
get
get
all
it.
even if you come on a fake ticket, you come on a fake ticket, you can be arrested.
Do you know what? That's a slippery slope.
that's slippery, you know. A resale
Like, well,
can
I
do
guess I just tell
nicely.
you.
No.
Why did you buy it off a towel? Why did you buy it off a guy
Yeah.
with a black jacket
No, but
outside
I'm
the
talking, does
stadium?
that include resales like a Viagogo?
No, I don't
people-
I don't think it's like a fraudulent ticket. No, I don't think they mean resale ticket.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not
Yeah, resale's okay, surely.
resales. The guy bought a ticket and you've just paid the extra £100 for it.
The thing is, though, people that buy tickets outside of like stadium website or club website baffles me.
You're playing a risky game, man.
You know what I mean? Man, try to go ticket master.
I know, I've done it. I've done it,
Have you?
and it's worked. Yeah, it's worked. I've never had a ticket. Like I got a legit one.
What
And
for an English club?
No.
Oh, where was
No, I was
this?
overseas. When I
Your
went to
heart, your heart
Bayern.
must have been beating, though.
When you went to Bayern?
Because I went to Bayern and because it sold out, I got a resale ticket. It was fairly cheap anyway. The Bayern sell out quite quickly. And I put the ticket into the Bayern app and they said, yep, legit ticket, here you are, here's your name.
Wow.
Happy
Robin's put
days.
his details on the net, boy.
When they
Them
catch-
third parties, boy, they're gonna catch me. They start phoning your phone, they start sending you texts.
Listen,
Uh,
my phone has been ringing since 2017. Them spam calls.
Can we also? I know you lot. You got your favorite sports podcast on Sky Sports, The Overlap. I think they can hold this one for their shenanigans this week.
What? The Neymar talk. Oh my god.
Gosh.
Although, I mean, there were some things that I did agree with about it, but when they started bringing up like Mane, Salah, you know what I mean? It's all right. Let's pipe down. Let's sit down. It's Mane.
That's why I said that's how you know these man do not watch any other league.
Yeah, that's
In the
just
Premier
not
League, yeah.
watching another league. Yeah.
All they know is that's the Premier League is their bread and butter, bruv.
Who do you think reached a higher ceiling, Rooney or Neymar, in your opinion?
Uh,
I think that's quite
Who
close.
reached it?
Because
Who reached the higher ceiling, Rooney or Neymar?
Define reach,
Well,
because I think Rooney
yeah.
reached the ceiling. I don't think Neymar did.
What I mean is, sorry, ceiling's the wrong word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
what I'm
what
saying
do you
is,
mean by ceiling?
who just got higher? Do you know what I mean? Like, we know Ronaldo and Messi, kings of football. Then,
Right.
do you know what it is, Peter? To answer that one, I know you got to a Champions League final, but yeah, him going to PSG, sort of. Yeah, you were off the radar. You know what I mean?
No, but I don't know. He wasn't off the radar. Do you know what hurt him going to PSG was Mbappe. Mbappe came, and obviously he became the main man instead of Neymar. Neymar was supposed to be the guy at PSG.
No, but
And then Messi came.
And then Messi came, and then it's like, yeah.
The beast,
No, but
the
that's
beast he ran away from in the first
That's-
place.
No,
for example,
Pete,
right?
yeah, he
Yeah.
ran away from PSG. He ran away from Barca to be the main man, and then ended up being third wheel. It's like-
That's ridiculous.
Okay. So he was supposed to be the main man at PSG, and we could argue Mbappe maybe overshadowed him. But similarly, Rooney was supposed to be the main man at United.
Very good point.
Ronaldo overshadowed him, and then once Ronaldo left, it's like Rooney had one season where he was the Wayne Rooney in 2010, but United didn't even win the league. So like,
yeah, it's a bit, yeah.
I mean, both have won a Champions League, haven't they? I'm surprised Neymar only has one Champions League, isn't it? That's crazy.
Same
and
Rooney, though.
he would have
Rooney,
two
we know,
if
yeah.
Mbappe could score the sitters against Bayern Munich.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, that Champions League final run of PSG in that COVID year, that's one of my favorite Champions League teams ever. They were just so fun to watch, man. They were.
Tuchel on the ice cooler, whatever you call it.
Yeah. When he was sitting there with his
With a
leg
broken leg.
his leg was smashed up.
And then he won the Champions League the year later, and you could see
Yeah.
how that meant. I don't know who it was with, but like
Thiago
Him
Silva as well.
him and Thiago Silva. That meant a lot.
Thiago
I'll say, hey, to answer your question, Pierre, I think they're even then.
I think so.
I think you can't
Yeah,
separate.
it's tough. It depends if you're talking about actual player quality or you're talking about like what they achieved based on how their legacy was supposed to go. Because I think the Rooney story is a tad bit underwhelming because on the international stage outside of Euro 2004,
Yeah.
Rooney never arrived on an international stage. And then Neymar had good good international output, but never won the big one.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
that 2014
That's the thing.
injury.
Like,
that
and
2014
also
injury.
just like
I'll-
the quality of player, because Neymar we know was ridiculously exceptional in terms of his quality. But remember Rooney, bruv. Like, remember what Rooney was doing in like when he makes his debut for Man United, he scores a hat trick in the Champions League against Fenerbahce. Never mind what he did for Everton at 16. By the way, we talk about Max Dowman and all these lot. Rooney was burying seamen at 16.
Hey, Oh,
Yo.
Do you know what I find crazy? Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I think I saw him recently, right? I saw David Seaman recently, and I thought to myself, this name is egregious. And
It's
just
a
like Arsenal
crazy
fans, yeah, Arsenal fans used to chant Seaman. Like that's crazy when you think about it, bro. It's like this is mad. Who's named them that? Come on.
he had a couple. I don't want to get this. There's others. Like even that back line, he had a couple in there. Crazy.
What bold?
Well, you know, if I start saying the names, it's incredibly childish. But
Bold and
Lee,
Dixon.
you're right back, Lee. Yeah.
Yeah, Lee Dixon. But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, like Rooney was exceptional at Man United. He was such a player at Manchester United. It's different quality, different level. And he's got the most goals for England, is that correct?
I mean,
Yeah,
he had
Harry Kane now.
Yeah,
Kane's overtaken
Harry
him.
Kane
Okay.
down took over. At the time, yes. There's a few comments.
It's just
about-
the international stage. I
about-
think is
about-
where
about Neymar.
did Neymar win a Copa America out of curiosity?
I don't think so, you know.
Really?
I don't
check
think
his
so.
honours.
I don't think he did it. He won the
No,
Olympics.
I think the Olympics is the only thing that pops ahead. That comes to when it comes to Brazil.
That's really interesting. I thought he would have at least won a Coppa.
Yo, my man says Rooney has one World Cup goal.
That's
crazy,
crazy,
man.
That's crazy. He got sent off in so he didn't score in Germany.
He didn't score in Germany. He got a
2010
goal. He didn't
Africa.
score there. He didn't score in South Africa.
Did
He got a goal. His first goal came in 2014.
Does the Copa Libertadores count for something like their Champions League? Does that count for
Their
something?
Champions League.
Yeah, because he won that in
Did he win it?
2011. Yeah, 2011.
Then yeah, that's a major trophy.
for Santos.
Yeah, that's
He
a
won
major
two La
trophy.
Liga. He won 3 Copa del Rey. He won a Champions League. He won a FIFA Club World Cup. As Rooney.
Yes.
Oh.
They're the
2009,
same, man.
2008, yeah.
Guys, we're splitting hairs, man. They're the same, bro.
Are they the same?
What? The careers or the
Yeah.
ability? Ability or careers?
Careers.
I mean, of seeding or who reached their
Careers,
potential.
yeah.
I would
Peak.
think,
Okay.
yeah, I think it would be the same, man.
Yeah, right. He
yeah,
never won
says-
with Brazil.
He was injured when they won the Copa.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
well, we could be here all day, but like,
Guys, I know this one will have to be Murad. I see that one, but yeah, is the
Oh, we haven't spoken about it. We have to speak
thought-
about it.
we'll
We
leave
have
that
to.
one for
I
another
thought we did
time.
it last week.
No,
No, it happened
we've not
this week.
touched it. It happened.
Remember,
Wednesday.
it was Wednesday Champions League.
Champions
City
League.
was getting bopped.
Wow.
City
then
were
the
getting
league
bopped,
dropped.
and then
And
it
then
dropped.
Let's talk. It's
We have
international
to.
break
We
next
have to.
week. Yeah, we'll do it next
International
week. It's international break next week, so we'll do it then. We'll do it
Yeah,
then. Yeah, we'll do a short pod next week. We might have to get a Robin quiz in there as well. International break and whatnot. So yeah, the Robin Infantino.
Hey, listen, I am distancing myself from that name.
We'll see about that. Guys, that wraps up this week's Top 4
That was in
podcast.
the
You lot have been sensational. Thank you very much for joining us at a later time. Obviously, we had some circumstances to deal with. But yeah, we will be back next week, Monday, 8 p.m. It'll be a much more free-flowing. Get your questions in. Do a bit of Q&A. Love these kind of questions and
Can
stuff like
I
that.
ask for a request for next week?
What's that?
Next week is international break. Last time we did this, we sent around, all of us did our individual starting 11s for the England team at the World Cup.
Oh, God.
Should we do that again? Where I send you
Yes,
guys
do
the
it.
link and you guys
Yeah,
fill
yeah.
in who you think should
Hey,
start.
hey,
Yes,
remember
yes,
my one?
please.
Remember my one was correct, bro. We had no one on the left wing. I left that space. You lot all laughed at me, bro.
I'm not gonna lie though.
No, because we said, why is Rashford not on the left?
That was quality, man. That was quality.
I genuinely think this year the team picks itself though. It's very hard for us to go different. But let's see.
I beg to differ. Let's debate that next week.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. We'll get into it next week, guys. Make sure you lot
It's
share,
a
like,
mania,
and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe on the channel. And yeah, man, we go again next week. Manchester City are your Carabao Cup champions. It's international break. Guys, take a day off. We'll see you next week. Until then, we're out. Peace. Peace, everybody.